Hey guys, so Mandie here. You guys have been seeing a lot of me for those of you who maybe are checking this out. I wanted to hop on because you guys, whether you're in the 30 days or maybe you're checking out this video a little bit later because I did want to have this open for you guys. I want to share with you a little bit about what's going on with your body, because when we do something like this, a program where we're working on toxins, we're working on eating whole foods, we're working on increasing our fiber and healing our gut, there can be a lot of things that go on with our GI, like gas, constipation, sometimes nausea, and I want you guys to kind of be empowered to really understand what it is that your body's doing and what that means. And I think it's really common when we're detoxing or in the past, like people have detoxed and you feel like you're depriving your body of something, but I'm so excited that you guys already know that that's not what we're doing, right? We're focusing on whole foods, we're focusing on avoiding toxins, we're focusing on avoiding inflammatory foods, and we're gonna naturally flush out those toxins. So over time, we can accumulate a lot of toxins. And so everyone's experience when they're going through a clean eating program or they're working on healing their gut or flushing out toxins can experience different types of things. So if while you're doing this, you had experienced some gas, some constipation, just know that that's common, because we're pulling all those toxins out of your cells. So whether you're in your 20s, whether you're in your 60s, it doesn't matter. Over time, those toxins have accumulated. So when we pull them out, we actually pull them out into our GI, because our GI tract, our digestive tract, is one major elimination system, right? So sometimes when we do that, we're pulling so much into there that it can cause a lot of buildup. It can cause a lot of turmoil and discomfort and just so you guys understand, toxins are anything that your body can't use for fuel or energy, right? So that could be a large slew of things. It can be things that we're putting in our mouths. It can be things that we're putting on our skin, because guys, whatever you put on your skin gets absorbed into your bloodstream in under 30 seconds. So we'll talk a little bit more about that later, because I know right now we're focusing on detoxing the foods we're putting in our mouths, but what we want to do is we want to stop burdening our body, right? So this program, we're working on flushing away those toxins, and that way we're not sapping our energy. We're able to conserve that energy, to use it to do all the other things that we love to do versus trying to fight off those toxins. So just know things can get better before they get worse, right? We experience that sometimes in the first week, the first couple days, and sometimes we experience it again in week 3 when we're doing our body cleanse. And so I want you guys to really think about all the things that you're going through, again, whether this is day 1 for you, whether this is day 25, because a lot of times we go through something like this and we kind of give up on some of the products or some of the habits that we're doing that are so important. So fiber. So I know that this can kind of be one that we're always adjusting, but fiber is so awesome, guys. It's going to act like a sponge and it's going to absorb all those toxins that we've been pulling into our GI and making sure that we're flushing it out. On average, people only get about 12, and that's being really generous, 12 grams of fiber a day, and we really should be getting 32 to 35, right? So that's a big difference. So when we add in our daily fiber boost from Arbonne, we're supplementing that, and then hopefully a lot of us have increased our veggies. But sometimes people think that fiber makes everything go, but it actually can do the opposite effect. It can actually block things up, because again, it's acting like that sponge. So if you have lots of toxins in your body, you're just making that sponge get bigger and bigger, so it can cause discomfort, it can cause gas, it can cause constipation. Sometimes it can even cause nausea, because you just have all those toxins and they're trying to figure out where to go because they're not getting outside your body. So it's really important for you guys to understand that you should be having a daily bowel movement 1 to 3 times a day. And just know that's not common for most people. About 80% of people do not go 1 to 3 times a day, but you should. So it's really important that through these 30 days, we're retraining our body and we're allowing it to understand that that's something that needs to naturally happen, but sometimes you can just have that accumulation get bigger and bigger and bigger, which can cause that bloat and gas and constipation and things. So water is huge, guys. Huge, huge, huge. You've heard it probably a million times, whether it's through this program or somewhere else, shooting for half your body weight in ounces of water. And if you are exercising, you want to get in an extra 8 ounces of water in addition to that half your body weight for every 20 minutes of high intensity training. So if you're doing something like cardio based or like a boot camp or maybe like hot yoga where you're sweating a lot, you want to replenish 8 ounces for every 20 minutes. So typically most classes are 40 minutes. So just add in another 16 ounces. So that's really, really big because that's going to help. Again, it's that sponge, it's that block up. It's going to help flush everything out. And I get it. You feel like you're peeing all the time. It's just part of the process, right? Working with our bodies and understanding that we can't let our busy lifestyle and our old rituals and habits get in the way of what's going to make us feel our best, right? So that's huge. Don't give up on your fiber. That's why we ease you into it, starting with that quarter scoop and then building up to that full scoop. And talk with your health coach. It might take your body a little bit longer to build up. So if you're in week 3 and you're at 3/4 of a scoop and you're like, gosh, I'm feeling a lot of that bloat, I'm feeling a lot of that buildup, I'm going to talk about some things to kind of help with that. And if those things don't help, then maybe you go back to that half a scoop, find that consistency, and then in another week or so, try to build it back up to that 3/4 and up to that full scoop. Okay, so give your body some time, because again, we're breaking everything down and then we're filling it up in that, that ball of fiber, and we're trying to push it out. The next thing I want to talk about is our Digestion Plus. So this is really important for some of you who maybe have done the 30 days in the past, or if it's your first time, it doesn't matter. But we actually just reformulated our Digestion Plus. It's even better than it was before, which I'm super excited. But there's some really great ways that you can get your Digestion Plus in. And I feel like a lot of times I hear from people like, oh my gosh, it doesn't taste good. Trust me, I was one of those people. The more acidic your body is, as you guys are experiencing the different ways that things taste, right? So this program is teaching you how to get your body more alkaline. So what's really, really beneficial to using your Digestion Plus, so you're getting all your prebiotics, which are everything that's going to fight off the bad bacteria, your probiotics, which is all the healthy bacteria that we want to be in your gut, and then your digestive enzymes. So it actually has 3 parts to it. And your digestive enzymes are going to break down foods that are harder to digest. The benefit of the 30 days is we're not eating a lot of things that are harder to digest, but everyone's body's a little bit different. So that can be fibrous foods and things like that. So super, super important. Guys, the best way that I recommend to take this is with 4 ounces of water. Okay, so this is 4 ounces. It's not a lot. If you guys follow me on social media, I have fun with this. I'm clean, green, and fit. You can totally follow along, but I do our green shot challenge. So I put in 1 packet of our Digestion Plus and 1 scoop of our greens, shake it up, and then I just shoot it like a shot. And I get that digestive enzymes, all that healthy bacteria in my gut first thing, so it can start working. As soon as you add this to liquid, it activates those enzymes, and we want to make sure that those enzymes are active in our stomach. You can add this to your shake, just make sure you do it after you blend it. But I really think that it's most beneficial for us to get this directly into our stomachs, because as soon as you add it to your shake, it's starting to activate. And if you take longer than 20 minutes to consume your shake, then it's already starting to break down your shake. So get it right in right away, just shoot it. You don't even have to mix your greens if you don't want to. You can just do it with plain water, or if this is just not a good mix for you, you can add a fizz stick to it or half a fizz stick. Whatever you got to do to get it in, because guys, this is so important. We like to call it like our muffin top eraser, but again, it's going to help break everything down. And because we're pulling out all those toxins, we're pulling out all those fiber, like, do not give up on this, even if you think it tastes not the best, because again, over time, our body's going to get more alkaline and less acidic. So super, super important. It's going to help with all that turmoil, all that chaos that we're kind of creating in our gut. So again, have fun with it. Have shots in the morning. Tell your friends you're having shots. Encourage other people in your family and around you. I think that the biggest issue that people deal with is not seeing or feeling results within the first couple days, or even sometimes the first couple weeks. But again, guys, you've accumulated toxins over time, and your body probably hasn't been used to a probiotic or certain types of fiber. So we want to make sure we get that buildup out and make sure we are going regular. One other thing that I want to share with you guys is about 80 to 90% of people have a magnesium deficiency or are low in magnesium, and you might not know it. You can always talk with your doctor about it and things like that, but there is a supplement. It's not Arbonnes. You can get it at Sprouts or Whole Foods or on Amazon. It's called Calm. It's a magnesium citrate, and what you can do is you can add it to your detox tea at night. I have a lot of people like to use it at night. You can add it in the morning if you want to add it with your fizz, but basically what it's going to help do is it's going to help make sure that your body's going regularly without it being a stimulant. So guys, it's not a laxative. Laxatives can be extremely addictive. They can stop your body's natural elimination process, which we do not want to do. So none of Arbonne's products contain any stimulants, and this product doesn't as well. But I think that it is really helpful for people, because if you fall into that 80 to 90% percentile who is deficient in magnesium, this could really help you. So if you're not going daily, whether you weren't before you started the program or throughout the program, definitely talk with your health coach, see if that's something that maybe you want to add in. I'm a big, huge component of food journaling. So if you are one of my clients or you're struggling on any of these pages, I will always ask you, like, show me the foods you've been eating for the last 2 to 3 days. How much water have you been having? Because those are the things that are easy fixes before we want to add anything else in or change anything. So I think that that's really, really big, because again, guys, this is focusing on making you feel your absolute best. And if you have all this toxic buildup, if you're not going daily and you literally have waste in your body, it can be causing so much disruption. It can be causing things like leg cramps. The lack of magnesium can cause that, sleep issues, anxiety, depression, gut issues. I mean, anyone who suffers from IBS or Crohn's disease or leaky gut, they will tell you that that's what's happening to them. And it can happen in all of us in a more mild or, non-diagnostic way. So we'll want to make sure we're dumping out those toxins. I really hope that this information, guys, really equips you and empowers you just to understand why you're feeling the way that you might be feeling, and why we're doing the things that we're doing, and just not to give up on it, not to know that you're alone. Definitely talk with your health coach. I know sometimes people are nervous. They don't want to talk about poop. Guess what? We all poop. So it's something that you need to be talking about if you're not having regular bowel movement. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. If you feel like this is helpful for anyone who's not on this page and you want to share it with them, just comment below. I will save the video so you guys can share it. But I am so proud of you guys taking the time, taking the dedication to jump in and really plug into you and your best version of yourself. So cheers, guys. We'll talk later.